Belgium, and I've just got back from holiday. Well, I got back yesterday morning, and this is something I bought. This is the last thing I actually bought from the holiday. Guess. The clue is, it's obviously a Viking, but the clue is it's in Scandinavia. So it's either Sweden, Norway, Iceland, or Denmark. So it's one of those four. And I want you to guess in the comment section below. And the next video, I'm going to tell you which one it is. Which would be the John Wick 3 movie review, but there he is. Well, spoiler movie review, but there he is. Cost me £10. Well, that's my equivalent anyway, but it's not the actual price it was. But anyway, I want to do a ranking of all 3 John Wick movies. That's not what we're here for as Vikings or telling you about the holiday. It's about John Wick. It's about the John Wick franchise as a whole and ranking the 3 films. It's just about ranking the 3 films. But we'll start off with my third favourite being John Wick Chapter 2. I loved John Wick Chapter 2, I really did. But I just didn't think it was as good as the original or as good as the third one. It's as simple as that. I felt like it had, to me, the weakest action scenes. I don't know, I didn't feel like it had the weakest, but I just didn't feel like it has, the best action scenes in any of the John Wick movies. And I feel like it had the weakest story out of all of them as well. Like, I think John Wick 3 definitely had one of the better stories, I think, in the John Wick franchise. I don't know if I said it's one of the weakest stories, I don't know if I said that, but I actually do really like the story, and I think it is better than John Wick Chapter 2. So I do really like this film, I do love the film. It's just not as good as the other 2, but I'm probably saying stuff that I don't really think. I just, what I'm trying to say is, I don't know if it's got the weakest action scenes, or if it's got the weakest story. I just can't remember that much of the film, and I think that might be one of the reasons, but I think overall it's my least favourite of the John Wick films. Number 2 is John Wick 3 Parabellum. I loved it. Best action out of all of them. The second best story, we'll get to my favourite, which is obviously John Wick 1. We'll talk about that in a few seconds. But I loved it. There were a few problems with it, but I just think it was just better overall than John Wick 2. But I don't want to do too much, don't want to say too much until I do the spoiler review. So, there's that. And my favourite is John Wick 1, obviously. I love it. It's one of my favourite movies of all time. In my top 3 favourite movies of all time. That, Star Wars, you have the Star Wars original trilogy, and maybe Monsters Inc. I do love Monsters Inc. It's my favourite Disney Pixar movie and animated movie of all time. But the Lego movie, though, that's one of my favourites. Yeah, I did really enjoy John Wick 1. It's one of my favourite movies of all time, and still enjoy it now. Best story, to me the best, but not the best action, but definitely, very good action, because obviously John Wick 3's got the best action, because it's got so much action in the film, but I'll go more in depth in the spoiler review. But it's just a nice quick video just to recap about John Wick, really, and the order of my favourites. So it goes John Wick Chapter 2 as number 3, John Wick 3 Parabellum as number 2, John Wick 1 as number 1, and the YouTube, my favourite movie reviewer, he did it in the exact order, and I'm not just doing it because he did it, that's just conveniently the order I chose it in. But anyway, thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. And I'm going to be watching X-Men Dark Phoenix today, so I'm really looking forward to that. And I might do a review for that. That might be the next video. I might not do a spoiler review for it. It would just be a non-spoiler review. Just the normal stuff. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys soon. Ciao.